Hey everybody. Again, I'm hoping you're going to hear me. It's day number 3. I did not video her groundwork. It's kind of the same as usual. She actually did a lot, really, really good today. It's a little quieter today. We don't have as much wind and different things going on. It's a little dark, so hopefully you can see me. But I do have the camera on a Pivo, so hopefully I'll be able to keep track of, our movement a little bit better today. So I just got on her, literally just got on her, just turned the Pivo on. So I really haven't done a whole lot of work, but I want to show you a little bit of what we did yesterday. And I just started, I did 1 or 2 turns and I thought, you know what, they need to see this. So what I'm going to do is really what my focusing on is her lengthening either side. And I really want her to lengthen because that's what's going to relax her. She's very stiff, very tight, very nervous. So that running away, that you just feel like any little thing could make her, go, and it wouldn't make a very relaxing ride for the rider. And it's not very relaxing. I want her to enjoy work. I want her to, really want to be with me because she knows I relax her. So the biggest thing is I'm going to ask her to walk off and I'm going to bring my hand out. Excuse me. Bring my hand way out and I'm going to shift my weight slightly to the outside because I want her weight to the outside. Show you what she does when she puts weight to the inside and when we put it to the ask her to walk off. She can pretty much go wherever she wants. I'm going to slide this hand down. Now watch, I'm going to bring it way out. Now, here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to lean to the inside. Watch what happens when I lean to the inside. They're completely headed out. She's going to get faster and faster and faster. I want to make sure I sit to the outside. And there, do you see her slow down? And then she puts her head down. I'm going to reward that. Now, when I ask them to do this is a warm up I actually do with all of my horses. It's just a stretch. I really don't want her to overbend. I want her to bend quite a bit, but not overbend and break at the base of the neck. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to slide this hand down. I'm going to make sure my weight is to the outside. Now I'm exaggerating, going straight on the camera, but I really want to make sure my weight's over here, not on that inside. So she's going to pull me to that inside. So I really want to make sure my weight is over there. So I'm going to bring it out and around. And there she's bracing. I keep riding forward. My right leg is actually on her slightly. Ask her to move that rib cage over. And I'm going to bring both my hands forward, especially my outside, to see if I can get her to lengthen. Now, one thing I haven't done is I'm not in rhythm with her. So as soon as I get in rhythm with her, she slows and puts that head down. That's what I really want to work on, is her putting that head forward and down. I have to really work on me because she's not going to give me the rhythm. I have to really provide. So now I'm going to go to the left. I slide that hand down. I slide so that way she starts to think. There's a preparation before I touch her mouth. That's probably the biggest thing is I slide to prepare her, say, I'm coming, and then I start the move itself. I don't lean. I make sure I'm slightly to the right. She's really pulling me to the left. She really wants to go on that inside rein. This is her bad side. Now I'm going to get in rhythm. I'm going to think left hip back, right shoulder forward, left hip back, right shoulder forward. There. Now she puts that head down. Now we have a softer walk. I really want to focus in on getting in rhythm with her, following that feel, getting her to lengthen. That's why you hear me say when I slide that hand down, I bring my hand out. I bring it out. I don't bring it back. I bring it out. And then I think left hip back, right shoulder forward. Left hip back, right shoulder forward. Left hip back. And I'm always thinking, there. Oh, good girl. There she lifted me up a bit. Now she's tilting the saddle off a little bit. She's a little overweight and she's really tight. So I know her back is real stiff. That's what we're working on. It's not going to come in, a couple days. It's going to take a little bit. And for her, and she's really got to relax. I'm going to come back to the camera. We've migrated away from the camera, so hopefully it caught me. And I'm going to do this to the right. Now, as she's doing this, one other thing that I'm thinking of is I want to start to really think about her feet. So I slide that right rein down, bring my right hip back, left shoulder forward, get her to soften. There we go. She's doing this side a lot better. Now I'm going to say, can I pick up that right hind foot? So I'm going to slow myself down. And now I do want her forward. It says not a stop move. Now I'm going to say right hind foot, step under, and walk off. Now, this is the first day we're really kind of doing this. So I have to, take what I can get, but I thought that was pretty darn good. So I'm really proud of her for that. She did that. I know the owner's been trying to do it. So, she just kind of gets in a hurry. So I really got to reward her for that. So now I'm going to see how she does to the left. This is her hard side. I slide that left hand down, but I set her up for success. I set her up in a position that she could do it. She's got to be soft to the left first. She's got to have those ribs over first. And that is only then when she gets those ribs out of the way, then that hind foot can step under. So I'm thinking left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. There she goes. So now I'm going to say, okay, can we pick up that left hind foot? Slowly going to bring my hand out. I'm going to put my left calf on. Ask her to slow down a bit and think about the left hind foot. There we go. Not as good as the other side, but a definite try. So I'm going to really reward her for that. That's all I'm thinking. If better I could get control of her feet and tell her we're talking about this. We're doing stuff we're really working on your feet. I'm really concerned about what you're doing, and what position you're in and how you're feeling about it, and then I ask her. So hopefully, and actually she's starting to relax right now. Oh, they just looked out at the other horse. That's okay. Is the better I can get showing her where a comfortable position is, the better she's going to do. So slide this right hand down. Now the right side's a lot easier. Left hand forward, really asking her to lengthen the side. Bring that hand out. Now she's falling. So I got to get that hip there. Now she's softened. Now can I pick up that right hind foot? I'm just going to bring that shoulder down. And slow down, slow my foot in my rhythm. So there she goes. Look at that right hind foot. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Good girl. Good girl. Somebody just drove by. So, that's why the head went up. But she did that really, really good. So I really want to reward her for that. I'm glad she's starting to think. She's very nervous, but I've got to start somewhere. And she's following my rhythm. That's the biggest thing. Is I asked her to slow down. I hardly used my hands, and she slowed right with me. So now this is her hard side. I'm gonna slide this left hand down. Ask her to lengthen this right side. So watch, I'm gonna push that right hand forward. And there, she's gonna lengthen. I need to get this rib out of the way. So I'm really thinking left hip back, right shoulder forward, lengthen, shift your weight to that outside. There we go. Now I can pick up the left hind foot. Sorry if I'm making a mistake on my right and my left. There, she's leaning into my hand. She's protecting the left hind leg. There, she figured it out. And then she lightened my hand. Not my hand that's the problem, it's the hind leg. So that's why it's so important I start to teach her which foot. Now, I'm going to keep working on this, but before I do that, I did want to show, we're going to see how this goes, is I don't just feel lost. I feel comfortable on her. Now, if we get out of camera, we get out of camera. But I'm going to ask her to move up. Now, when I ask her to move up, I'm really going to lengthen those reins. She can kind of go wherever she wants. But what I'm going to do is I really want to focus on her rhythm with me. So I'm just going to lightly ask her to kind of go on up to gate. Ask her to go forward. Now, if she takes off, she takes off. You can tell she's real stiff. She's a little pacey. There we go. And now she's like, all right, I'm off to the races. So now I'm going to ask her to slow down. I'm not going to pull back. Biggest thing, I'm going to ride her forward to the walk. I think up with my hands. And I think up and I work that right hind leg that I just worked. Saying right hind leg, right hind leg, right hind leg. Good girl. But notice I went up. I didn't come back. Good girl. Good girl. Now let her go a little far. That was because I'm talking to camera. That was a little bit of a mistake on my part. But she did really good. I really focused on not pulling back because she's just going to lean into my hand and then she's going to get faster. So I'm going to ask her to go on up, nice and soft. Right there. That's good. Now I'm going to ask her before she gets speed. Come on down to walk. Right forward. Good girl. There she came. Do you notice I could feel her? If I can feel her starting to get faster, I bring her back down. So now I'm going to go on up again one more time, and then I'm going to give her a break. So I go forward, I ask her just to go on up, nice and soft. Oh, she's breathing. I love it. Good girl. All right, and ride forward to the walk. Sit back. Think lift. Good girl. I want to show her I don't want her to stay in anxiety, but I want her to know she can move. That it's okay she moves. Now watch. I bet this is going to be better to this right side when I slide this hand down. She's starting to loosen up. Her walk is starting to change. Bring that shoulder. Oh, there we go. Do you see how she shifted her weight? I know they got that lid out of the way. And now I'm going to say pick up the right hind foot. And she's going right to it. Very good. Very good. And now I'm going to halt. So I ride forward to the halt. I close my fingers. Some of the groundwork is close fingers means stop. So she is following through right there. So I just wanted to show you my feet are a little braced. You know, I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of corrections on my position when I'm talking and trying to ride her. So I'll make a little bit of an excuse right there, but I'm really going to be working on it. I'm focused on that all the time. But this is day 3. And I know where her past is. I know what she's done with her owner. So I'm really kind of excited. She's doing really, really well. She came up to me in the pasture. When I tacked her up today, it was very different. She was nervous. That was pretty up, but then it's taking her quicker and quicker to kind of calm down. So just trying to be as consistent as I can. And what we're going to do, and reiterating that I'm trying to do this for her. How can I lengthen? How can I really stretch you out? Anyways, there's day 3. I'm going to keep working on everything that I showed you. Really, we're not going to do anything else. And hopefully I'm going to hear her breathe again. I hope you guys heard that. When we let her move, then relax because she knows she can move. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.